What's up, everybody? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Stay with us and talk some Sixers. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't the fuck like oh, this game he stinks.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgazzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our doc, Make 'em Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson. I'm Tom Arnone, the family out there. At the end of the show, we do it weekly. We'll give you our Crumb of the Weeks. MLB lockout. Is it ending soon? Are we going to have baseball? What is happening here? I think they have another sit down today. That'll probably last 10 minutes, and they still won't agree on anything. So we'll dive into that a little bit later on the show. How good can the Sixers' big three be? Right? And however you want to put it as that third, I think we all know who the three are, and that's Embiid, Harden, and Maxey. How good can they be? Are they the best in the Eastern Conference, the best three, or are they the best three in basketball? From what we've seen, we have a small little sample size of these three playing, but it's been extremely good on how we've watched them play. Like if you go over the numbers and the spacing and everything that's come with just the addition of James Harden, it's been fun to watch. So we'll talk about the Sixers' big three a little bit. Come home for two big games this week, Monday against the Bulls, Thursday against the Nets. So that's going to be our main topic at hand. And that ties in to our poll question, which is brought to you by Manscaped. And you get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped, from the ball deodorant, the weed whacker, the lawnmower. What doesn't Manscaped have? And they even got the no chafe boxers, right? You saw Wills down there with the cologne. They got a little bit of everything for everybody. So go dabble. Go get one of their packages and use promo code A2D and get 20% off and the free shipping. Our poll question for today's show: the Sixers will bounce back with home wins against Chicago and Brooklyn. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, stay with us wherever you're watching us from, over on, the podcast forum after the fact. Make sure you're reviewing, downloading, okay? And we're everywhere on social media, everywhere, even on TikTok, right? For the TikTokers out there, we're there. We're growing. Just got up over 1,100 yesterday, all right? And we just got into that game.
TikTok.
Right? Yeah, well, you got to be everywhere, Wills. You got to be everywhere. We're talking. It's just 45-second videos of rants, right? You know what I mean? That's all it is. To the poll, listen, I'll agree. I mean, I know there was a lot of overreaction last night, which is typical, all right? Especially when you're in a lot of groups, right? When you're in a lot of Sixers groups or groups in general of teams, right? You see it. I'm in some other groups that I'm not even a fan of those teams, and you see it there too, right? Which is like, learn the game of basketball. Know it's a back-to-back, okay? And know you're without your second star. And know what the Miami Heat do every time you go down there and you don't have spacing around Joel Embiid, is they double him, they play zone, right? And they do those things to try to take Joel out of the game, right? So I don't put any stock into what I watched last night. Would I put more stock into it if Harden played? Sure, right? Then it's something to gauge, right? But it's still gauging it back to back, right? It's still gauging it back to back and knowing you might have some tired legs in the fourth quarter, right? They came out tired, they came out sluggish, but with no Harden, there's nothing to gauge. Now, this week coming up, all right, a game against Chicago, you've owned them anyway, right? I mean, we've owned them for a long time, even without Harden. So that's going to be a game to gauge because they're a really good basketball team. We know that, all right? And then Thursday, obviously, because now you have not only Kyrie playing, but you have KD back for the Nets. So that's obviously a gauge game, okay? Because I don't even factor the other guy not playing as meaning anything in terms of Ben Simmons. He just doesn't matter. Because if anything, they're better without him because they don't have to play 4-on-5 offensively. But we'll save that conversation for another day. So I think
no chance he plays, by the way.
No,
he's not playing.
No chance.
It's already
No
been
chance.
announced. It's already been announced he's not
He
playing.
could be completely healthy and he wasn't going to play. But he's a pussy. You know?
Yeah, big time.
He
Big time.
wasn't walking. No shot he walks into Wells Fargo Center other than a playoff
Yep, agreed.
time.
And I'll agree to the poll because I think they come back and they win 2 in a row here. I think they beat Chicago and Brooklyn, and I think they go to Orlando next Sunday at 6. And then they come back on a back-to-back, I believe, against Denver at home. Right. So another Florida trip, and then flying back here, right? You know what I mean? You couldn't just head the back-to-back in Orlando and Miami, schedule makers. I mean, save some gas. It's expensive nowadays. Hey, save some gas, save some fuel. You're already down there. So, you play Orlando and Miami back-to-back right there. But another back-to-back. So 4 games coming up. I say 3 or 4 are difficult basketball games. We know how we always play in Orlando, even if they have 5 wins. I mean, I think they could. I think they should easily be 3-1 in this stretch. And people say easily because I just think we're better than the two teams coming in. I believe we're better than the Chicago Bulls, and I believe we're better than the Brooklyn Nets. And everything I've watched, we've watched from 3 games of Harden so far. Been 3, right, or 4? It's 3, right?
3.
The 3 games we watched. I mean, how can you not be excited? And how can you not say, hey? I mean, it's the NBA, so you can say, hey, they split these games. That's not a big deal. But how can you not be excited about the direction and what's to look forward to come playoff time with this basketball team, right? I mean, it's fun to watch, and you see Joel get easier looks. You see Maxey get easier looks. So the list goes on. The list goes on, and I always thought James Harden was a little bit of a ball hog, right? And some of those things. Then you watch him play, and you're like, oh, okay. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not as much as I thought he was. Like, he is a guy that does get people involved and does get guys open looks. He's a great distributor. I think he's got a really good basketball IQ that he hasn't really been given credit for. And I'm not just saying that because he's here. I'm saying that because I've been able to watch him. When you play in Houston, how much do I watch you? Right? Like, we watch you a little bit. We watch you on national TV, right? But we don't get you every day. And I think that's the difference when you start to see somebody every day. Like, hey, the Nets got Ben Simmons, and Nets fans are all enamored by it, right? But you haven't seen him every day. Okay? So wait until you see him every day, and you won't be as excited. So that's where I stand. I think they come back and they win 2 in a row. Not that it really matters in the grand scheme of things. What do you guys say? Family out there, let us know.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, good.
Sorry, Steve. No, you go.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. I mean, it's spaced out. I thought the resting of Harden was fine. It just, on our part, it sucks that it was the Heat. You know what I mean? Like, I guess, he made his home debut on Wednesday, so I guess I wouldn't have minded maybe a Friday night, sit out. But, you got to take care of, the teams in front of you. I mean, Cleveland's really good too, so it's not like we were over. I'm not saying, you overlooked the Cavs. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, I probably would have rather had him played against the Heat. But, in the playoffs, you don't need to show anybody anything. You know what I mean? It was all – it's regular season. It's planned. I mean, we're not going – you don't need to go 21-0 in the regular season. So, didn't matter to me. But, yeah, I think this the rest and the spacing Monday, Thursday, is enough to – and they're both home games. Obviously Thursday will be tough, but I think we take care of business as well on Monday and Thursday.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I don't want all of us to agree here, but I agree. I think we're definitely going to beat Chicago, and I think Brooklyn's going to be a good game, but we're at home. I'll give us the edge. Hopefully we can get K. I just can't wait for Embiid to dominate Drummond because I just love it. I love when he used to dominate him, and now he's off our team. He can go dominate him again. I love it. I can't wait for that because Drummond's a fucking bum, like I've been saying forever.
Don't think
I will say that I am back. I'm on Team Harden over here now. I hated them forever. Okay, I'll be the first one to admit it. I think I'm going to call myself wrong. Called myself a crumb last week. I like James. I still think he's a fucking loser. Hopefully he sheds that here, but I like him. I like the way he plays. He does distribute the ball very well, and we look great. I mean, I don't even want to talk about yesterday. I don't give a fuck. I think I told everybody we were going to lose that game. That was a tactical move, not playing Harden because we were going to lose anyway. You don't win back-to-back swing travel. It's like you win like 2% of those games. I don't give a fuck about that game. Who cares? So I like that they didn't play Harden because don't let the Heat see anything. Fuck them. But yeah, I think that we're going to take care of business, win both games, and we'll probably win at Orlando too next Sunday. Even though we'll play like shit in that game, it'll probably be a close game because we always play like shit in Orlando for some reason. But I assume that we'll probably go live for that. So,
and I'll probably
get to watch our reactions to that.
If I had a guess, you put a gun to my head, that's a Joel Rest game, just waiting to happen. That's a Joel Rest game because they come back Monday and he goes against Joker. So that's a Joel Rest game. You can just book that right now.
Yeah, it could be.
If they want to give him a little breather, like he looks a little tired. Right? I mean, he looked a little tired last night, and that's not taking a shot at him because I defended him last night. Like, knock it off. Like, I'm not a body language guy. Right? Look at his body language. You don't know. Shut the fuck up.
3 days. After Thursday, that gives you 3 days. So that makes sense. I would probably put a 99% ring around that. You know what I mean? Like, he probably wants
breather.
Like, he'll want to play because he's missed time in the past, and he's super jacked about playing with Harden. So, I mean, he probably wants to play every game, which we love that about him. But I think that's a resty poo. I agree with you. Put a ring around that on Sunday. You should probably shut it down. That'll give him 3 days. Before
and we might get a Harden and go for 45.
Yeah.
You let James go for 50. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's like, well, hey, James, have a little. Something.
I mean, Orlando stinks out loud. They'll probably play us tight that game, but they fucking stink. And Markelle Fultz is back. He'll probably play well. The guy that we traded for fucking nobody. For fucking nobody.
Well, Tyrese Maxey, if you really want to be technical.
Did we get him with that pick?
Yep. And I'm not that guy because you didn't know you were getting him.
Yeah, don't start that with me right now.
No, I'm just telling you, like, that's what you did get out of it.
Jonathan Simmons, that's who we got.
Jonathan Simmons. Well, if you can count that as getting something. So besides,
I do not.
I'm the one who yelled and screamed about the pick being bullshit. You can shove the pick up your ass when they traded them. And guess what the pick became? Tyrese Maxey. So now, like, look at me. I was crushed.
Okay, so yeah. So now, time's yours. Okay, I got you.
I didn't care about the pick. You can take every pick and shove it right up your asshole. I don't care about picks. I care about talent and getting something back. There was like 25 guys on that roster, I felt like, that you could have got besides Jonathan Simmons. But listen, it all worked out for us.
We lucked out because of there not being a tournament that year, because Maxey would have went top 10 if there was a tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Because Kentucky would have played well. He would have shown out, and he would have went top 10. So that was huge for us.
Same with his running. Emmanuel quickly would have went top 10 too, or at least lottery, in my opinion, if those two had a chance to shine on draft night. That was the thing I said to people on draft night. I was like, listen, this kid's a lottery pick. Like, I watched him play at Kentucky, not that other people didn't, and I just thought his speed, right, his quickness was just like stood out right away. Like,
he's getting so much better as a shooter, which is great because he's going to get a lot of open looks.
Because you
want a lot of open looks.
When you want to do something, you tell kids this too. Like, listen, if you really want to do something and you're willing to work at it, and you have the talent already, you could go. Listen, you can play as long as you want to play, and you continue to get better at things. So it just shows you, like, his work ethic isn't a joke. It's not like, oh, I'm going to post to Instagram that I'm working out, right? Like some people have done in this city. Like, look at me, I'm in the gym. Look at me. Once in a while, you might see in a Maxey story where he's in the gym working, or like in the lab. But besides that, he works in silence. He just does. He goes about his business. He's a 21-year-old kid that, in my opinion, has a mindset of a veteran at this point. Like, I haven't seen many guys get better that fast in a year. You usually don't, like, that quick. Like, usually it's like a 2-year growth, right? And then you see guys like really take the next step. I mean,
it was a double blessing for us, really. You know what I mean? Like Will's talked about, you talked about on draft night. You know what I mean? By having no tournament, COVID. All right, that was the first blessing for us as Sixer fans. The second one is Ben Simmons being a pussy, really, because if Ben stays, I don't know. I know this guy's going to develop, and we know he's talented, all right? But, his minutes would have been taken away. He wouldn't have got as much minutes. I know it's his second year. I'm just saying, like, there would have been a little bit of a logjam, and it would have took a little bit longer for him to develop. You know what I mean? He had to jump up on the scene because Ben was a pussy sitting out. You know what I mean? The keys were handed to him this year, and he ran with it, and he becoming a star right in front of our eyes. All right?
Agreed.
I completely agree. I mean, maybe he would have been a good sixth man, but
he's so fast. He's so fast.
He wasn't going to develop like he did.
Yeah.
What do they say in the Longest Yard? It's not the original, the remake, but when he's like, he's so fast, he makes fast guys look slow. That's Tyrese Maxey. He's so fast, he makes fast guys look slow. This Boston Brooklyn game's good, by the way. If anyone's watching it or not watching it, it's on ABC.
What's Andrew saying here? I will say that if we get a first.
Also,
round,
what's up, Moff? I saw Moff comment. What up? What up, Joey?
Toronto scared. They always coach great against Joe. Andrew, yeah, I want to be scared of Toronto and how they coach against Joe. He's never had this around him. And I love Jimmy, but Jimmy was not this. Jimmy's a really good player, an all-star. I love myself, Jimmy Butler, but he's not this. He's just not. And again, they had Ben Simmons on that.
There's two different players. You know what I mean?
He's more of a winner.
And Toronto had Kawhi.
I'll stop.
And Toronto had Kawhi. So I mean, there's a lot of variables that aren't there anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
not even Kawhi. They had the two big men that really gave him.
Harden's a better offensive player, and Jimmy's a better
player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taking a shot at fucking Jimmy. I fucking love him. All right,
Gasol. Who they have? Gasol. No, they had Lopez and Ibaka. Right? Was it Lopez and Ibaka or Gasol and Ibaka?
They had Gasol.
Yeah, Gasol.
They had Gasol for sure.
And Gasol's always giving Joe problems for whatever reason. You know what I mean? He just did. He's a big body, right?
He's just missing dunks in this game. What the fuck is happening?
But I don't look at I can't look at what certain teams have done against us in the past and bring it in the current Sixers. Like I can't. Or what they've done against Joe or other things like that. I gotta look at it like we've never had a roster like this, or at least a starting five like this, right? With the amount of talent we have. We just haven't. We had a really good starting five with the Jimmy, Redick, Tobias, Joel, and Ben, of course, right? Of course. On paper,
we could use a shooter. We could.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at this point, it doesn't really, I mean, that's clearly not going to happen. So we just got rolling. We got to hope Furkan can make more shots. And I like Georges is getting a little more minutes than Furkan because he's been making his shots. But, yeah, I mean, one of them guys has to become knockdown or both, really.
Well, last night you had Matisse and Furkan play combined 44 minutes, and you got to combine 2 points.
Yeah, that's Matisse. Matisse isn't really going to give you much offensively. We know that. I'm more worried about him. Like, I think he's more valuable in the playoffs. I say this all the time than he is in the regular season. But Furkan has to shoot well, otherwise he can't be on the fucking court because that's what his job is. His job is to knock shots down. He hasn't shot the ball well enough this year. I think last year he shot the ball pretty well. This year he's below 30. Got to be below 35%. Right?
He's at 28%.
Yeah, you can't. He can't be on the court. He shouldn't be on the court.
Well, as soon as he missed his first one, we talked about it last week. Like, hit the buzzer. You know what I mean? Get him out. Hit the buzzer. Get him right out of here. But I think
28% is brutal. I can shoot 20% from three right now.
That many minutes in the
100%.
He's not.
Absolutely. Like I said, that's where it falls on the other Crumb too. You know what I mean? The guy that just wants to talk about the fans and Johnny podcast. Danny Green is fucking atrocious. How about make some fucking shots, bro? Like another 2 for 7 last night. It's fucking atrocious. It's atrocious.
For the amount of open looks that Danny Green gets, I remember Danny Green used to be a good player. He was on that Toronto team too, by the way, Danny Green, and he was a good player then. But Danny Green is a shell of his former self, for sure.
With Tobias,
you got to hope that at least he does something in the playoffs for us. Otherwise, he just don't give him minutes to let Matisse play over him. If he's not going to make shots, might as well let Matisse play.
Yep.
They've been having when everybody's playing, they've been having Matisse play over him. So
yeah, good. I like that.
I mean, I thought Matisse is when James is on the court, he gets some open looks.
He can get him to the rim. Yeah, he can get him some back cuts or something. You know what I mean?
I think he scored 8 and hold on. I think he scored double digits twice.
Since Harden's been here?
2 out of 3.
Matisse? Oh, I know he had 8 one game, I thought. But either way, he's getting them open buckets. He's getting them easy buckets, which is what all we can ask for because Matisse can't shoot. So we love a couple easy buckets.
Layups and dunks. We need layups and dunks, buddy.
Against Cleveland, he didn't score. So there's that.
Last 2 games, he's been skunked, I think.
He had 10 against the Knicks, and then I think he had that Sunday. I think he had 8.
Skunked.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, okay, 10 and 8, and then
Friday skunked. Right. Friday, Saturday skunked.
he was like, I gotta get myself back down to my 4.5 points I average. 18 in 2 games. Gotta throw 2 zeros out there at you.
Yeah, this is getting outrageous.
Fucking Tease. Yeah, I just wish he would. I mean, I don't know, the ball just comes out of his hand awful every time he shoots the ball. I'm ugh.
Danny does the same thing, even when he was good. Like even when Danny was good, every time it left Danny's hand, it looked bad.
Yeah. Ugh.
But I think both will like. I don't know what Matisse is going to give you outside defense side of things, but you know, I think Danny will at least like maybe hit enough come playoff time.
I hope. I mean, we're gonna need him too. We're definitely gonna need him too. No, but the Sixers look good. I'm not worried. Like I'm excited. I think they're gonna win both games this week. Like I said, I'm excited to watch it. Should be a good game. Should be a lot of noise in the building on Thursday, I would assume. Chicago's still without some players, right? I mean, DeRozan's back, and DeRozan's been killing it, and Levine's back, is what I meant to say. But I think there's still no Ball, right? Lonzo's out still.
Yeah, Lonzo's still out. Mark says he hates how every team has random guys that can score 15 to 20 a night to help them win. He'd have a bunch of them. Why can't the Sixers develop?
Well, he'd have a very deep roster. They might lack the like the superstar power of some teams, but they have a very deep roster.
Mr. Rudy Poo.
Mr. Rudy Poo.
Furkan
Rudy Poo
is not a professional basketball player. Yeah,
unfortunately, he is on our team. Yeah, he's not playing like one though, for sure. It's a 28% from 3. You can't be on the court. I just don't understand. He's got to be able to find someone that can shoot the ball better than that. What we really need is Shake to start shooting the ball better. That's what we need.
Merchandise right here. There you go, Tom.
There you go. Makes up for the shirt.
Like it.
Got a little tickle here. got a little throat tickle.
Marquis says Tobias needs to finally wake up. Well, I mean, he is what he is. I don't know what people are.
I think he's coming into his role here as the 4th guy. Kind of. I feel like he played pretty well. Not last night, but the 2 games before, I thought he played pretty well. Like 14 and 8, I think he had the one game against Cleveland. I think it was, right. So I think he's finding his spots. If our biggest issue is Tobias being our 4th scorer, I think we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I don't know what people are expecting. Like, you're expecting.
Yeah, he's only going to get like 8 to 10 shots now.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
25 plus. Like, I don't know what people expect.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. Absolutely. All right, 10 to 15. We'll be happy with 10 to 15. Hit your open jumpers. If somebody gets a rest, then you got to get a go. Then you got to go off for 25, 30 if you can. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're capable anymore. All right, but but when the whole cast is there, we're looking for 10 to 15. That's all.
Durant's still decent, huh?
Oh, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's
not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
That's why
we better not lose. We better not lose this fucking team.
That's why I took the Nets today +6. Felt like that was like easy money. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. That's +6. Durant and Kyrie playing. Yeah, thanks. I'll take that. Yeah. you know, Kyrie's gonna play well because he's gonna get booed every time he gets the ball in Boston,
which he has.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. I know Boston. Yeah, he wasn't a very good time there for him. I don't think.
+6 in a primetime game. I mean, you got to go rob a bank. That's a bank robbery. That's a bank robbery. Listen, Bank of America. I'll be right back. After this, let me take this money. Cash this bet. And I'll return the money. I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, I went back and put it in twice, like only 25 each.
Put it in 5 times.
I should have.
Primetime game. Get the fuck out.
I started to say, wait, what am I missing? Right? Like when I put it in the second time, I said I must be missing something. Like somebody Somebody died.
Someone just died on the court, I think.
Because they won like 15 of 8.
Is that Big Baby Davis? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Billy likes to tell
Big Baby.
Big Baby. I thought he was in jail.
No, he's out now.
Yeah,
Big Baby's in jail?
He was involved in that, some kind of scam.
What was he, Ponzi in?
Maybe
Big Baby a Ponzi?
Sort of with the insurance thing. Remember all those like 30
yeah.
He's part of
That's
that.
like all them rich people. That's how they go to jail. They just don't pay their taxes. Start paying your taxes. You have money. What are you doing? I don't understand it. What happened? Half the time that rich people go to jail, it's like, what happened? Tax evasion. Just pay your fucking taxes. We pay taxes. We don't want to.
Yeah, insurance or pension. I forget what it was.
Sure, some sort of tax evasion, I'm sure.
Well, if anyone wants to change their answer to the poll,
Gregor, the Crummer.
Look at Big Baby.
Greg agrees. That's not good. Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
Great. Hopefully they cancel the games.
I thought Greg wasn't watching.
Guess
What's
he's
happening right now?
What's going on here? Armbar?
Two guys are dancing.
Yeah. Guy's stuck on me.
The fuck? What's up, Greg? fucking Greg. He's like, I can't do the afternoon. I'm gonna be on the beach.
Mark says Toby doesn't need to score. Dude needs to figure out how to make a proper entry pass to the big fella.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. But I mean, I told you I don't care about last night's game. So
he's not even talking about last night, but I think that it's just
in general. I think. Well, I looked like Joe was mad at him last night a couple times.
Listen, maybe I don't know. I just don't care enough about Tobias Harris. Like you had to pay him the money. You're here where you're at right now. You don't really have a choice. You're not trading him right this second. So we talked about it last Sunday. So you're gonna have to deal with it, and everybody should be extremely happy that he doesn't need to be that third option because Maxey's really taking the bull by the horns. So you shouldn't have to sit back and be all like, "Oh my God, we need more out of Tobias or Tobias this, Tobias that." Like my issue is we won 3 games with Harden here in a row, and everybody's finding something to bitch about.
Exactly. We got 3 guys that are doing their thing when everybody plays. All right. So, how many guys you want? How many guys you want to score fucking 25? I mean, you want us to average 150? You know what I mean? There's not enough. There's not enough balls. There's not enough balls. There's not enough minutes. There's not enough. Just not realistic. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I don't like him. He does nothing for me. Never moved the dial. That's fine. You know what I mean? So that the fact that we made this trade, he's even more irrelevant, to me. Like enough where yes, we need him to do some things and be the 4th guy and hit open jumpers. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Really, hit open jumpers, play some good defense. Really, that's it. Because we don't play a whole lot of defense anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he did last night. I thought he was playing good defense early last night.
Well, Miami was playing really good defense, so we kind of had to.
Defense.
I feel like a lot of our games have been out since Harden's been here. We've been outrunning, which I like.
I think we must have been averaging 120, but I know what you're saying. Defense by proxy.
Yeah.
Where was that? Sorry, reading a comment. I haven't seen Tobias shrug off Harden and Maxey one too many times. Get him out. All right, well, get him out where?
Yeah.
Where you put him?
He needs to be in. We don't have anybody better than him, guys. Like, who do you want to play? You want Furkan get more minutes?
Danny Green.
Danny Green will get more minutes. You want Georges to get more minutes?
That's what they want. That's what these people want. They want Georges.
They want Niang?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he's a good little role player. He's not a guy who can play that many minutes. He's not even in shape to play that many minutes.
Yep, seriously. That's what I'm saying, Tyler. Like somebody's going to get stuck playing Brooklyn. It's like, oh, man, I drew the short straw.
Yeah, I hope when they eliminate the Heat, it's going to be funny.
Tatum's fucking awesome. I mean, it just
yeah, he's pretty good.
Obviously,
he's pretty good.
There's always like other dominoes, so you can never just be like, if we just plug him on our team,
yeah.
instead of Fultz. there's always other 7 degrees of separation, but yeah, he didn't look nice in the Sixers uniform.
Yeah, Ainge is still laughing at us, is what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes.
That's correct. That is correct. Yes. Still laughing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the process. Sorry, I said I meant off season. He's got to go ASAP. All right, I'm not.
Yeah,
happy
I mean,
off-season.
I'm
talk
worried about this
off-season.
year so far.
I'll talk off season. I'm trying to stay right here in the moment and trying to go win a championship. Can't worry about next year, right?
I would agree though that I mean if you can make it happen, then yes, I would be in agreement with you there. But yeah, I'm worried about the let's get to the finals, huh? Let's get to the finals. I don't even gotta win it. I always want to get to the finals.
Giddy up.
Obviously, I want to win it, but I just want to get there though.
Dennis,
Win the Eastern Conference. Win the Eastern Conference.
Dennis, I thought he shot enough. I mean, he had 14 attempts, Joel 15 attempts, and Harris had 15 attempts. He said he doesn't think Maxey shot enough. Maybe not. I mean, he was 7 for 14. So it's not like he didn't. But I don't know.
We just didn't get many easy buckets last night. That's all.
Last night really just does not matter to me at all.
Yeah, I mean I'm in full agreement, Tom.
So you got Bulls, Nets, Sunday's Magic, and Monday is Nuggets.
Denver, right? Yeah.
And then they
Correct.
play again. Then they play the Cavs again Wednesday. In Cleveland. So where would you guys have them sitting after those 5?
I think we go 4-1.
Who's it lost to?
Either Orlando or Cleveland. Just because I could see us losing that. Everyone's like, Orlando, they stink. I hear you, but we could lose that game, I'm telling you. And again, also think that Joel might sit that game. That might be a rest game. He tweaked his back.
He's definitely resting.
He'll be fine tomorrow.
He's definitely resting, but I don't think we lose that game. But shit. Of course we could. I guess if we 4-1, I see it. I feel you. Could be a split this week, probably. If it's gonna happen. Where are we at, Cleveland?
Oh, sweeps.
I mean,
so I thought Sweeps was about to say we're going to lose to Brooklyn. I was like, oh, Sweeps. Watch yourself. Can't lose to Brooklyn.
He ain't playing, so wouldn't be that bad.
I just think you can't lose to him, period.
I understand. I don't want to lose any game. You know what I mean? As much as I, put zero stock in the regular season, I don't want to lose any game. I mean, like, so as much as last night was a guarantee, we knew it as NBA guys. We understand what was going to happen. We talked about it last week when we were looking at the schedule. We said, great, we have the Heat twice on back-to-back. That's fun. You know what I mean? So it is, we fucking know. We know how it transpires. But it still doesn't take away with, he fucking losing. He fucking losing. he fucking losing. So do I want to lose Thursday? No, but he ain't fucking playing, so he ain't gonna have anything to fucking do with it. So if we do stub our toe, it is what it is. All right, KD will probably go for 40, and that would he would be the reason.
I would expect him to go for 40, or Kyrie 35.
Calvin says Miami is a good defensive team. They do that to healthy squads too. Yeah, they do, but they're not holding us to 82. When we're full go.
No.
Yeah, I mean that's never going to happen.
I mean, Harden could give you 18. There's 100. You know what I mean? 15. Even if he doesn't get his 25.
And I know they had no Lowry last night, but they don't even out. You know what I mean? They're not even. So I get it, they're missing somebody, but they got Bam back last night. So it's not like, it's not like they didn't get some reinforcements themselves.
Yeah, they're deep, man. They're they go 1 through 10 pretty deep, man. That's what
Very deep.
It allows them to be the 1 seed. You know what I mean? Like they don't have guys that jump off the page and all stars and all that stuff. But and collectively they're probably the deepest 1 through 10. You know what I mean? It allows Spoelstra to to create some matchups and rotations and they're a good basketball team.
Yeah, true.
I'm still not scared of them, but what I mean, like I said,
I think in a series we could beat them in a series. Yeah,
I respect them. Man.
Yeah, I do too. I think they're tough, and I think we're tough. So, I mean,
Don, yes,
they are lame.
The question is, yes, we want a number 1 seed.
I don't care.
Again, I don't care, but I would. If you're saying would I like the number 1 seed, of course I'd like the number 1 seed.
Well,
it's always better to have the number 1
I think
seed.
he's asking you because if Brooklyn sits if Brooklyn's sitting there at the 8.
Well, you got to play him at some point.
I assume that's why.
Well, how about this? So when Toronto won it, okay.
At least it wouldn't be the second round, Wills. We know our luck in the second round, so
Yeah, get it over with.
Right. Let's take the 1 seed. You're right. I'm in.
If they beat us in the first round, then we trade Harden.
Then we're trading
Fuck.
Joe.
Yeah, that would be terrible. That
Listen,
would be terrible.
when Toronto won it all, the year before they won it, they were a 1 seed, right? Second round exit. Okay.
Oh, geez, here we go.
When Milwaukee last year won it all, they were the 3 seed. Okay. And the year before, they were the number 1 seed. Okay. Exit. Last year, we were the number 1 seed. Exit.
Here we go.
Fast forward to this year, cut the nets down.
I see what you're doing here.
Trend. It's a trend.
Yeah.
Trend.
You.
I did see it the other day. I'm like, shit, I forgot all about it.
That's some deep shit right there, buddy.
Yeah,
Number 1 seed,
that
like,
is.
don't win.
How much weed did you smoke before you did that?
None, because I had a tooth pulled. So we've been. Yeah.
Let me do all this trend. Oh, dry socket. That's a
Came
thing.
here
I
to
gotta
drink
watch
beer and kick some ass. I'm almost out of beer. I mean, that's some deep shit, Tom.
that was some Galileo shit.
That was
Thought about that GIF with like that guy holding things in the air.
Listen, go
It's like a beautiful mind.
put the bet in right now for us winning it all, and you can go to Bet US. All right, Bet US is a leading online sports book who has been in the market for over 25 years. You can bet anywhere in the US on everything. Use the link pinned right in our comment section over on YouTube for 125% sign up bonus, or if you're watching over on Facebook, the link is right in our description on Facebook. So either place you're at, the link's there. Go click on it and get 125% sign up bonus.
Good deal.
I think that's how we're saying. I think I'll hit up the good folks in China for Harden and grab a legit maxi. Get the rental. You're gonna get the rental from China on the Harden jersey, and then go get the authentic maxi. I would not buy anything authentic Harden yet. You know what I mean? Just not yet. Not yet.
China.
Hold off. Go get that $32 jersey.
Are you nervous?
No. I'm just saying until he's like inked for longer.
So you're nervous.
No. I just a lot of bad. It's Philly.
Okay, I got you.
A lot of bad things happen.
I mean, that's true. We are used to bad things happening. That is very true.
First round exit. No, I mean he's not. He's going to stay here. But you know what I mean. Like Maxey's under contract right now, longer than this year. And Tyler says he got burned when he bought a Jimmy jersey. See, you know what I mean?
That'll happen to you.
Be smart.
It will happen.
Wait till we ink them. Don't you put this evil on us, Tyler. Don't you do it.
So you bought So actually, you're not allowed to buy a Harden jersey, Tyler. You're xed out. Sorry, excommunicated from the Harden jerseys. So you bought Jimmy and then he left. No, you're not allowed to get a Harden. Don't even do. You better wait till he's inked. And then if he finds a way to weasel his way out of here, like he has the previous 2 teams, we need a live video of you burning the jersey. And you're never allowed to buy another Philly jersey again. You're out.
Loaded sweatshirts for you, pal.
I'm just fucking with you.
All right, boys. So granted, it's been a very short sample size, but talking about, we've done it a little bit, but talking about this big 3, And that's going to be brought to you by Gleason's Bar, which is located 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, PA. You can use promo code A2D for 10% off your order whenever you dine in, take out, or online. Gleason's Bar and Steaks.com is where you can find them. Make sure you use that promo code A2D. They got the Trenton cheesesteak, which is delicious. They got regular cheesesteaks. They got everything up there. Burgers. Go in there, a happy hour, whenever. Go get some food right in Levittown, PA, and use promo code A2D for 10% off your order. That's Gleason's Bar. All right, and that's going to tie into our big three. And listen, through three games, I don't know if many are better. Like somebody's really got to find it for me. I know. Obviously, the Warriors' essential big three in terms of scoring. You know, when we talk about Steph, Clay, and Wiggins, is pretty good, right? I mean, that's pretty good. I would take that one too. Outside of that, I know Milwaukee's got a good one.
Milwaukee's is pretty good.
Milwaukee's got a good one. Obviously in Giannis, Middleton, and Holiday. But man, I mean, I think in the East we have the best one.
I mean, I would probably still take Milwaukee's at this point, just for the veteranness, and they have a ring.
Man, I don't know.
I mean, it's good.
But we are good.
I hear you. I don't know. Just because those other two guys are good. Like, I know what you're saying. Like, Spelling Bee is off the charts. You know, we know that. You know what I mean? The other two guys are really good. You know what I mean? But, like, they're not superstars. We got two superstars. You know what I mean? And then and we do have a young buck, a second-year guy. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but I hear you. I would put Harden above both of them. That's probably what you're saying. I agree. But I would put both of them above Maxey, though. So that's why it's like, but Maxey's rising. So, I mean, it's close.
It's tough because Drew really is like an underrated defender.
That's going to be. I think our biggest issue is if we play Milwaukee is that Drew is going to lock Maxey the fuck down, and that's going to be if we play them, someone else is going to have to score. I think more like in that series because Drew's probably going to lock Maxey up because Drew is a damn good defender.
No, he is, but I don't know. I mean, that's a different type of speed.
I would assume. Well, unless they put him on Harden though.
I don't know. Locking him up.
He is. I
don't know who in the league locks up Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah,
Drew Holiday probably would.
He ain't quick enough to lock him up. I mean, now you're being outlandish.
Okay.
I gave him credit for a great defender, and then you went a step ahead and say he's going to lock up a guy that I don't see many guys in the league move as quick as Maxey does. And I feel like I watch a lot of basketball. There ain't many guys with that kind of.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for him to score against Drew, like consistently. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's fair. I mean, listen, it's fair. I don't want to, like, again, Drew's a very good defender, very underrated defender. Not talked about enough.
I just think that that's going to be a Tobias needs to score if we play Milwaukee.
Middleton, a good defender.
I assume they'll put Middleton on Harden and Giannis on.
And I know what you mean. Like,
Middleton would go.
Like I know about your, like what you were saying with the wording. You know what I mean? So, I know where Tom was saying. Like when you're saying lock up, we always talk about defense, like making people uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Just make them uncomfortable.
He could easily have a 5 for 20. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to get in front of him. I don't care how good of a defender Drew is. You're not going to keep him in front of you. Now, that's how his first step. That's how quick he is. Nobody's anointing him as this greatest.
He probably won't get open. That's all I meant.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'd always talk about making defenses about effort and making guys uncomfortable. Making them make tough shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So
guys are always going to get there. Guys are always going to get there.
He will do that to the young buck, all right? But doesn't mean I don't think he's going to necessarily like you said, lock him down in a sense. But we'll see. I mean, who knows?
I forgot about that. This Maxey scored 15 back-to-back on Holiday style. Well, that's only 15. So
yeah, I mean,
you said
I'm just saying. I think that it's going to be tough on him. He'll make it tough.
Talking about Ra, who said Maxey just killed Holiday, and then he said he scored 15 on back-to-back. So that's not really. Tower said he put up 31 on him. Okay, that's a different conversation. Yeah, the last game in Milwaukee before the break, right?
Yeah, Milwaukee. I remember he played well.
Okay. No. I'm not saying. I think.
I'm just saying. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Drew is going to give him trouble. I don't care about regular season games, guys. Talking about playoffs here.
No, I mean, what else are you going to talk about then? Gotta care a little.
But
bit.
I'm just saying. I hear you, but playoffs are a different animal. We know this.
Well, they are. This also isn't like the greatest dynasty to walk around in the Milwaukee Bucks.
No, I don't think. I think Milwaukee's not going to win it this year. I'm on record saying that. Not going to win the East. Not going to win the East.
Yeah, I don't think they do either. But
Like, even if it's not us, I don't think Milwaukee will.
Then who?
Probably Miami.
Okay.
Or the team I don't want to mention.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending if Connaughton.
Boston's
I
tough.
don't think. Yeah, I mean, if it's not us, I think it's them. But I don't know. How long Connaughton's out for. You know what I mean?
He might be back for the playoffs, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. He was having a real good year.
Yeah, I like Pat. Always have. Big Pat guy.
Spidey.
I think. What's up, Spidey? I think. I don't know. I also don't think Milwaukee's going to win it. I think Miami might. I think Brooklyn might, depending if they're healthy, and how well KD and Kyrie are playing. And if he's, I assume that Kyrie will be allowed to play at home at that point.
Yeah, I agree with you. I didn't even want to mention them, so I was just kind of.
Yeah, no, I don't want to mention them at all.
I don't think the basketball guys will allow that.
I hope to God, Tommy. I hope.
If he's on the court, they're not winning.
I hope. I'm
telling you what's going to happen. They're not going to win. They're not going to get over a hump and everything. And then the fingers are going to start getting pointed to him because he didn't do this or he didn't do that, right? Like, I know those two are sensational, KD and Kyrie. But when you put this guy on the court, it makes it a lot easier to double people. It makes it a lot easier. It does.
I just think their downside is that they don't have enough size. And Drummond helps that, but Drummond's a bum. And it's almost the same thing that that's like Boston's downside. Even though I do like Robert Williams a lot. He just doesn't give you a whole lot offensively, but he's a damn good athlete. Blocks a lot of shots. Good rebounder. And Horford's making shots again, of course. Fucking stiff.
All right. They didn't shut us down defensively, Ryan Swoop. Miami doesn't have a star player. They do it as a team. They shut you down defensively. They can play lots of different schemes. Yeah, of course they can, but they didn't shut us down. Like, we don't have our full attack. So, listen, they could be the greatest fucking pumped up team in the country. I don't give a shit. When I got Harden and Embiid and Maxey on the court, I'm not scared of nobody. I don't care how good your numbers say you are defensively. All this stuff, I don't care. Because great offense will always beat great defenses in the NBA, in my opinion. At this point, I've seen very good defense.
Well, that's how the rules are made, though. At this point, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, back in the day, different story. Today's NBA,
they don't let you get beat up anymore. Too many ticky-tack fouls.
Today's NBA stars.
That's a big shot.
But like you said, they do.
We're giving Miami a lot of credit. They didn't win. Like, they're a very good basketball team. They went to the finals, right? Nobody thought they were going to go. They're very good. I'm never going to take that away from them. But people are walking around like everybody's scared of the fucking Miami Heat. Like, I'm not scared of them. They're very good. I'm not scared of them. Like, because they're deep, good. I know they're deep. I know they're talented. I know they got a lot of people that can hit you from different spots. Hero, Robinson, right? Bam, Lowry, Jimmy. They're very good. All right? Very damn good coach. Okay? But I'm not going to, there's a lot of people in our fan base that are, scared of them. Like, you can fucking give me Miami again tomorrow. I'll go to Miami again. I'll fly down there again tomorrow and see them. And I'll say that about everybody in the East outside of maybe Milwaukee. Milwaukee's that one team where I'm like, they're fucking big, they're long, they're athletic.
They are. They're big, long, athletic. Yeah.
And when you got a fucking freak, I always say, hey, I think I can beat you. I'll come see you. I'm not scared of you. But that's the one team that I say we give each other the hardest, the hardest.
I agree.
Match, right? We give each other the hardest battles. Because I think Milwaukee does the same way because we have size, right? With a guy like Joel playing that a lot of teams don't have. So you can look at it a lot of ways. But outside of that, I'm not scared of the fucking Bulls. The basketball gods will not allow the Brooklyn Nets to win shit with Ben Simmons on the roster. I ain't scared of them. All right. I mean, and literally, I'm scared of Kyrie and KD. I get that. Everybody is. All right. But I'm not scared of them. So who are you scared of in the East? The only team I'm scared of in reality is probably the Warriors still, because you got a guy who's unconscious, right? He's tearing up the league right now in Curry, right? I know Phoenix is very good. If you go out west, there's very good basketball.
If Chris Paul's not healthy, Phoenix won't win it. That's just fact.
But scared? I mean, I see people that are scared of Miami, like, oh, their defensive schemes and Spoelstra. Fuck yous. Spoelstra, very good coach. Nobody's gonna take it away from him. But what the fuck's he won since LeBron and all them left? Can we calm down? He then won rings with nothing. You know what I mean? And when they did get good again, they got Jimmy there. So it's not like they didn't go out and get a star. They went and got Jimmy, and Jimmy fucking put people on his back. He put people on his back on that run. Let's not forget that. Guy was hanging over the freaking scores table dying because that's how much he was carrying the Miami Heat. So, come on. Eric Spoelstra's a very good coach, but the overly crowns.
That was the bubble, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the bubble. And I'm not gonna take
the bubble.
Jimmy went on a run.
The bubble's got an asterisk for me at all times. I don't care.
Eric Spoelstra.
And I love that because of the Lakers.
People act like Pat Riley's coaching. Calm the fuck
I love you saying that because of the Lakers.
Yeah. Bubble has an asterisk for sure. Lakers stink. It's amazing.
They're not going to cover this.
Amazing.
I told you there was something a little weird about it, even though I went in hard. Unbelievable.
There's plenty of time left, Tom.
I know. I'm just feeling it.
Plenty of time.
Are you scared of Boston? Like, are you scared of Boston? Sorry, guys.
I think that Boston doesn't have a person to match up with Joel, so it's really a problem for them, in my opinion. I like Boston's team. I love their coach, but I think Joel will dominate Horford.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he'll dominate fucking Robert Williams too. He's just too big for him.
And I agree with you, like you said earlier. I think that's why Brooklyn wanted Drummond in the deal, because they know they don't have, they don't have a big man. Not that he was the answer, but the fact that we shoot, him and Joe and Harden shoot free throws extraordinary is unbelievable for us, because they can run Claxton and Drummond and Aldridge at Joe and try to get him, and use up their fouls, and he's just going to make his free throws. You know what I mean? So, that's a difference. That's a difference.
That's why people didn't understand, people on social media, when I said, hey, this is comparable to what we witnessed with Shaq and Kobe in a way. And people were like, you're outlandish for even bringing that up. That's ridiculous to say. Okay. And what's ridiculous is I've never seen a player like Joel Embiid. I've watched a lot of great basketball players. A lot of great.
Yeah, there's no package.
Timmy's not the only big man and go to the line and bury him like that. And he ain't the same as Joe. Timmy's great, all-timer, right? But not, come on. Like, we've never seen a big man that can do everything with our eyes seen. I'm not talking about guys who played before, Will, anything like that. I'm talking about guys we've never seen a big man be able to do the things he does. And like Sweep says, go to the line, and he'd go to the line 28 times, and he's making 24 of them, right? So you can't have him go, all right? And then the NBA stepped in after the first two games and said, hold on, refs, slow it down, not so many whistles, because we're having 5-hour games here because these two go to the line at will, right? So you saw the NBA step in a little bit. They said hello, right? We're going to slow this down because they didn't go to the line as much against Cleveland. Oh, they went to the line a ton against the Knicks these first two games. But I think once it slows down, we're going to go to the line a bunch, especially in the postseason. So, I mean, this is like Sweep said, hey, maybe edit it and put in like a Shaq and Kobe light, right? And, I think that's sort of where I was going with it. And I think there's other people that thought the same way. Like, this is what it is. I mean, it's spacing on a whole new level. Like, nobody's had that. Who's had it? Who's had that inside-out game like that in a while, in a long time? And then your big can go out and hit threes too? Okay. Okay. So you tell me I'm crazy or I'm a homer. No, I'm a fucking basketball fan. And it's not bad. I don't think it's a bad comparison.
Who else?
I would say that Shaq was more dominant inside, but Joel is better away from the basket farther. So it's
the most dominant player I've seen is Shaquille O'Neal, and I'll never take that away from him. The big Aristotle, the big cactus. All right, I love Shaq. All right, so I'm never taking it away. But and I'm not disrespecting Kobe by bringing up James Harden's name next to Kobe Bryant outside of titles. Right, I'm not disrespecting Kobe Bryant. James Harden's an all-time scorer. Right, so I'm not disrespecting Kobe. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Black Mamba. I'm not disrespecting you. And I'm just saying that this is a guy who can
huge
score
rebound.
A guy who can score at the level you score at. And I look at the big man and I say, hey, similarities in terms of their dominance. Not only back to the basket or not.
Yep.
Wait, I don't disagree with you. I think our bench is a little suspect.
What up, Q?
I would think that's our biggest issue. Is our bench is maybe even more than a little suspect.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean I think we said it earlier, but Shake's the one that's we got to really get going because I think Shake has been a guy that's an instant offense guy. We're going to need that from him. He hasn't shown that recently, and we're going to need it. We need it to come back.
Had a couple of glimpses.
Yeah, I know he was banged up. So maybe take a little time to get everything.
He's been hurt.
Yeah,
He's been hurt all
back under him, but hopefully he'll be fully healthy for the playoffs because we're gonna need him.
Yeah, he was hurt all year. I mean, Friday, he shot well. Dumped in 11, two triples. So I thought he made some key shots on Friday.
Tyler says the Harden DeAndre Jordan connection is going to be big. I saw them last year in Brooklyn, and they were really good together. So yeah, I mean, DeAndre's always been that slasher to the basket, and they have some chemistry together. I think DeAndre's fine.
Yeah, that's really
Lob City.
Q. Toby is the expert.
I'm not sure that DeAndre can lob city anymore, but he can catch the ball and dunk it for sure.
Dennis, there's been no other there's nobody else that's
the old age
that's worth picking up.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else is gonna get bought out, honestly, which sucks. I was really hoping for there was a couple guys I was hoping for, but the biggest one was probably fucking Gary Harris, which I guess they're just not going to buy him out, which sucks.
Yeah, they're not. Listen, he might be cooked, Calvin, but he's fine as a guy that can give you 10, 12 minutes a night. It just gives you some extra size.
Yeah, we only need him. I'm in full agreement with you, Cal. But he can give you 8 to 10 minutes. I mean, he's completely cooked. I'm in full agreement. He can still get rebounds and he can do a pick and roll and dunk a ball. That's about all he can do anymore.
Well, Eagle City, you give yourself a little bit more length, right? We're talking about a tough bench that we don't know, what we got there. But now with DeAndre, Millsap, and Niang, I mean, you can run that together sometimes against bigger teams as a little bit of a second unit for, like we said, 10, 15 minutes, and you might be able to get some production. Right, you might be able to win the rebounding battle that is so important, right, guys? So, I mean, that's something we really struggled with, pre-trade and recently is rebounding. So, I mean, I think it's only something that can help you when you can create some size in different types of rotations. It's never going to hurt you, And then there's times if you go to see Milwaukee in the playoffs, right, you might run a twin tower for 10 minutes where you got DeAndre and Joe out there together. Right, you know what I mean? So you have some flexibility on some things you can do to try to clog the lane up, right? And that's why it's important because, listen, I like Paul Millsap. I don't love him anymore. He's old too, but I like Paul. He's fine, but he's not. 6'7" not going to work as a backup center, right? I'm already going to get out rebounded as it is. I can't get smoked on the glass. You know what I mean, guys? So I need some 6'11" in the house. I mean, I like Derek Favors a lot. He didn't get bought out, but I like Derek Favors. Only knock on him, he's 6'9" too. So, I needed some more size. And what do people think you were going to get? Michael fucking Jordan? I mean, Hakeem? Like, what did you think you were getting at this point? Like, people are like, DeAndre Jordan, he's just not good. Well, we know. That's why he got bought out. Okay?
That's the reason that he's available.
I mean, grow the fuck up, Peter Pan. Not you, not anybody in this chat. I'm talking more like the people in Sixers groups, right? That I see like, oh my God, that's the best we could do? Yeah, that's the best you could do. All right, or you want some guy from fucking Germany? Go get some guy from Germany or something, or from the fucking G League. You want B-Ball Paul, or you want a veteran?
B-Ball Paul.
I love his
energy and effort. I know, but I hear you. I
do too, but not in the postseason, right? Like in the postseason.
I understand.
The more vets I can throw around the postseason, I think the better, right? I think.
B-Ball Paul. B-Ball Paul.
There wasn't that like PJ Tucker per se, right? Like the Milwaukee got last year. There wasn't that
junkyard dog type player.
There wasn't, the Nets got
Seth Curry, big hit.
Last year, the Nets got Aldridge, DeAndre, and who am I drawing a blank on? They got another guy too.
Blake Griffin.
Yep.
So
I mean, there was a lot.
The best guy that was available was Goran Dragic, in my opinion. But we didn't need him because we had just gotten Harden. So, but I'm saying like the best guy that was available was Goran Dragic, in my opinion.
Correct.
And Brooklyn got him, right?
Yep.
Eagle City said, I'm tired of there's so many second chance buckets other teams get. Yeah, I agree with you. Last night, I'm not going to look at it too much because you're just tired legs. But in general, all year, Eagle City, I think that's been a problem. But now, I think you're helping yourself out a little bit here now.
Well, James is a pretty good rebounder too, which does help.
He is a good rebounder. He is for not being a big. He's a
for not being a big. Yeah,
he's a very good guard rebounder.
Guard rebounder. Yeah.
And DeAndre is, and Millsap is. I mean, DeAndre Jordan, Millsap, they're both going to go up there and grab boards. So it just gives you some flexibility and some length.
Yeah.
He was traded, John. That's right, PJ Tucker. I'm sorry. I'll pass on Tyreek Evans, Tyler. I'll just pass. I mean, I feel like he hasn't.
He hasn't played. Well, he hasn't played in 3, right? He's been drug suspended for 3. At least three, maybe 5.
I think it was 20.
3. I think it was 3.
2019.
Yeah, but Jesse, you're looking at a guy like if you're talking about Hero off their bench, averaging 21. You're talking about a guy who's getting. Yeah,
but he still plays 30 minutes though.
That's what I'm saying. He's getting
starter. I mean, he comes off the bench, but he plays starter minutes. Yeah,
it's like Lou Will. It's like how's Lou averaging 20?
The same thing with Lou Will. Yeah.
Get out of my head.
Okay, my mouth, Tom.
Paul Crawford's of the world. Like he's their 6th man.
Jamal Crawford, yeah.
Guy plays
35 minutes.
To the 4th. Guy's gonna play the last 8 minutes to the 4th. I can guarantee you that. Tyler Hero, just because he's not starting. Not that you don't know that, Jesse. I'm just saying, like Shakes are our only guy outside of Niang. Niang and Shake are the only 2 guys that can really consistently give you double digits off your bench. That's it. So I mean, you really got to hope that those 2 can bring that. But come playoff time, you're probably only going to be going 8 deep, all right? Maybe 9, right? So you're going to be running guys like James with the 2nd unit per se, Maxey with the 2nd unit at times, Tobias with the 2nd unit at times. You're always going to have 2 guys on the court, which we've never had outside of the Jimmy years, right? Where we're going to have 2 guys on the court that can score.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Yeah, it's just we know. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that he's not a max player. It's just funny. Like I think it's more funny. Like Jesse's saying, I think it's just funny. Like, yeah, we're just happy if Toby can get us fucking 10 to 15. But yes, Hero plays a ton of minutes. So.
I'm sure Bill's going to come in here ready.
Jason Tatum's pretty decent.
Yep.
51 for Jason Tatum.
Stings. Still stings.
Here comes the
Durant.
Cover. In there, KD.
Here comes the cover. Here we go. John, I have faith in the playoffs that he'll hit a shot or 2. If you put a gun to my head and said, "Hey, if you don't make this, we're shooting," I'm probably gonna get killed.
I was gonna say I don't like your chances.
No, I don't like it at all.
John, I love your optimism.
I just wish I don't
know where you see that. You know what I mean? I love the optimism. He did say that he had faith. You know what I mean? So I hear you. Maybe will it into existence, but he hasn't shown us that he can do that. So I don't know why the playoffs change. And
he hasn't seen a 3-ball he doesn't like either. Dude just gets the ball in his hand, just chalks it up. I feel like. All right, Danny. Let's wait for an open shot, Dan.
Calvin, the only guy out there running cardio is Danny or Matisse, right? I mean, let's be real. I mean, you talk about Tobias out there just getting a cardio check. Come on. I mean, come on. How many guys you want scoring 25? We just talked about this.
So, well, I'll be completely happy with 15 a game from him.
Yeah, 10 and 15. Give me something.
Don, I don't care. I mean, I like it for Joel.
Really, I just want him to hit open shots.
Yep.
Sorry. If Joel wins, if Joel wins MVP, I mean, as fans, we would all love it, but it doesn't. I'd rather if you told me Joel wins MVP or I cut the Nets down, I'll take the Nets.
Yeah,
and it's not really losing the MVP.
Exactly.
It's like if he finishes second, he finishes second. Who cares?
Second in a trim.
Well said. That's a guy that gets it. I felt that was the opposite with the Phillies people. It was this, MB3 and harp and fucking double fucking ski post. Awesome. Great season. Good job, buddy. Meant nothing. Finished fucking 4th or wherever the fuck he finished. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that he had.
Third.
I'm just saying whatever. 3rd. You know what I mean? It was just the ski poem was outrageous. You know what I mean? Like, if Joe deserves it, but if he doesn't get it and we win, we're fucking marching down Broad. Absolutely, who the fuck cares?
You know what's funny is Tyrese Maxey's everything.
I'd like some Phillies game.
Yeah,
I'd like to watch a Phillies game. That'd be cool.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that in a couple. You know what's funny though, guys, is like somebody just brought up Fultz, Eagle City, right? Like, but you know what's funny? Tyrese Maxey's everything Fultz was supposed to be. In reality, like can score at will, can create his own basket. Like, not as smooth as Markel was, because Markel was just a smooth customer per se, like coming out of college. Like I watched a lot of college baseball, so do you guys, and that guy was just like a guy who could score whenever he wanted. Right? I don't care where he played at. I don't care if it was a Pac-12. The guy could flat out score. All right. And then he came here and something Philly happened to him. Right. Well, good. I don't want guys like that because they're losers. Right. They got mental blocks, etc. So they can go to Orlando where nobody cares. Right. So Tyrese is everything he was supposed to be. And if you watch Maxey play, there hasn't been a moment that's been too big for him. There just hasn't. Like, I know it's regular season basketball. He got some postseason minutes last year, but like, there hasn't been a moment where I'm like, man, this guy's only, you can tell he's only 21, right? Like, oh, there it is. And maybe it comes. Maybe in the postseason it comes. But that's where I think that having the veteran Tobias Harris is really going to help this team, even though he's getting crushed a lot. Like, I can see Tobias Harris having like a game-winning shot in like a game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and then he never have to pay for it, or
preach it into existence. Preach it into existence.
And never have to pay for a drink. I've never been Mr. Tobias. Like I said, hey, you got to max them back in the day because you can max 3 of your own. So you have to. Once you traded those players, you had no choice. And in reality, we didn't give up anything. Right? We give nothing. Landry Shaman has not been the same he was here anywhere else. I thought he was pretty good with the Clippers at the beginning. But now he's been dished all around. Like, so you really didn't. I mean, who else was in that deal? Like, nobody.
He's just a shooter off the bench. That's what he is.
My point is, you give up nothing for a guy who can give you 18 to 20 a night. I mean, you do that every day of the week. Tobias Harris has always been just a guy, but he's a guy.
Shooter off the bench sounds like something we need. But I
was gonna say we could use him right now. Actually, would love to have you, little Samwell, right now. Samwell over Corky? Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Yes, please. Sign me up.
You would have Shamit and fucking Corky and no Tobias. So would that be good?
No. I'm saying just like right now. Can we just go get him?
Yeah.
Fuck, what's this? Like 5? Oh my god. Oh, it's 6. Yep. I mean, you can't make it up. It's fucking on. Fucking.
It's all right. It's okay. It's hey. It's not over.
Amazing.
No, what you need is them to hit a 3.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it comes down.
He's going to make both foul shots. You need Brooklyn to hit a 3. They're going to shoot one.
Look at Bill. Didn't I tell you? Bill would be in right after this game. He wanted to know his face if they lost this game. Look at him. Kansas boss looks like they're going to
miss foul shot.
Daddy checked in.
Of course, Daddy checked in.
Listen, Bill, I'll fucking play you every day of the week, okay? Every day, and we'll own you. All right? Own you. And, okay? You've never met a guy. Like, Celtics and Eagles fan. Come on. It's not even allowed. It's a fucking major violation. You 3 for 4s. How does that happen? Fucking fell in love with French like Indiana? Like, how does that happen?
Typical.
You watch a Larry documentary? How did that happen?
That's typical. Just wasn't raised right, really.
Kyrie!
Bang!
Oh,
clearly, Tom's ahead of me, and we're fouling.
That was deep.
That's all right, though. That's all right. And you're good, Tom.
You needed one.
Hold on, I gotta see if I got a 6 or 6.5.
Now it's a push. It's a push.
Hold on, let me check.
Brooklyn hits the shot, you're good. Or if they miss it, you just hope they don't foul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want that 2-second foul, right?
No, don't want that one.
That's when somebody fights you. Yeah, I got it both at 6. You can't make it up. It's
all right. It's okay.
Let's take a nap.
Tatum hits this.
Or misses it.
I mean, well, that would be great, but I doubt that's going to happen. Or you missed one last time.
We'll find out the fix is in. Shake your head, you loser. I love to see Brooklyn lose, and I hate Boston, but I love seeing it. Yep. Here we go. What's up next that we can lose money on? Man,
I got a bunch of lineups for Milwaukee in Milwaukee and Phoenix.
Is who's out?
Anybody that's doing some? Yeah, if you want to do a lineup real quick, Tommy, I'm gonna throw a guy.
Real quick, who's out besides Paul for Phoenix?
Devin Booker. He's out as well.
Oh, Booker's out too.
Yeah, I like Cameron Artis-Payne though. He's running the point. Good guy to have if they're doing any DraftKings or FanDuel. Cameron Artis-Payne. Probably Jay Crowder probably has a good game. I would assume that Giannis has a good game.
We're gonna take the Suns +9 since we're losing here. We might just keep on losing.
Yep. Hop on it.
No, Nick, and I like Jeremy Grant, but I would not trade Tobias for Jeremy Grant. Nope.
I wouldn't a heartbeat.
You're gonna get the same money. You're gonna have to max out Jeremy Grant.
In my opinion, Jeremy Grant.
You're a fucking
Jeremy
homer.
Grant's
you're a homer.
He's a better standstill jump shooter.
You're a
standstill jump shooter.
You're a Syracuse homer.
100% I am. 1,000% I am.
Moron. I like Jeremy Grant.
How much? He's better player than Tobias.
Get the fuck out of here.
He would fit our team better. He's a better defensive player and he's a better standstill jump shooter.
Relax, dude. They got 18 wins over there. So how good is Jeremy Grant?
Okay, what?
Okay, what?
I understand they have 18 wins. That's fine. I'm just saying he fits
Tobias
better
Harris
on our
was the best player. Tobias Harris was the best player on a Clippers team that went to the postseason. So slow down with Jeremy Grant. All right, slow down. Come on, we've seen enough Jeremy Grant here. Relax. Fucking crown.
Would you stop it?
No, I like Jeremy.
Grant's a good player.
No, I like Jeremy, but you're gonna go out and you're gonna tell me you're gonna max Jeremy. You're gonna be bitching about the same things in a year from now. You'll be bitching about the same fucking thing. You bitch about Tobias if you go max out Jeremy Grant.
Oh my God, was that a turnover, Tommy?
Yep, you know how it is. Fucking horse shit. Fucking motherfucker.
Thanks, Kev. It's all right. They're not gonna foul though. It's push. It's better than a loss.
I'd rather lose.
It's better than a loss.
No,
you wouldn't rather lose. Don't say that. That's terrible.
How is Grant going to score more than Tobias when you got three guys that are getting all 15?
He's a better standstill jump shooter. I told you.
How is he going to score more than Tobias?
He's a better standstill jump shooter. He's a better standstill jump shooter for the third time. I keep answering your fucking question. He's a better standstill jump shooter. He is.
Tobias is a pretty good catch and shoot guy.
Is he?
He has been throughout his career. I mean, he's been a little over a year.
Is he? I think he's been bad here as a catch and shoot guy. I think he's been good from like 10 feet.
Yeah, if that. I mean, I'm not. Listen, the defending Tobias is hard to do, right? Like, and I'm not trying to defend him. I just like people act like the grass is greener. Like Jeremy Grant. I like Jeremy, but stop. Like they're probably the same guy. Like I feel like they're the same guy. Jeremy's more athletic.
I'll take Jeremy Grant. I'll take Jeremy Grant in a heartbeat. Thank you for whoever brought that up. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Of course, you're gonna say, "Well,
thank you, Don. Thanks. Thanks, Don.
How's he not?
Jeremy Grant's a good player.
Calvin, do you watch the same game? Calvin, do you guys watch the same game? Like, how's he not to shoot the ball? He shot 16 times last night. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
He shot more than Joe last night.
I just don't understand. Like, you guys watch the same game? So you want him jacking all day with
He hasn't like the hit. He hasn't like the hit shots.
Now I'm gonna be in a lot of pain later because I'm getting fired up. So you want him shooting more than Joel, Harden, and Maxey? Because if you want that, Calvin, you should go work at McDonald's with the McDonald's hat on.
He likes
profile picture.
He likes the brick shots. I know that.
Like I can't believe you guys got me out here defending a guy like that. I'm not even a big fan of. Like, this is amazing.
I would take Jeremy Grant, absolutely. But
I see your hat on.
Absolutely.
You can't run. I see your hat. I can picture it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're fine with that. We're fine with that. We know where we stand. It's been a bad year, okay, for us. Why don't you leave us alone a little bit, all right? It's been a rough year.
Yeah, Nick. I mean, he's not a midget. He's not an anything guy. He's just out there, and somehow he gets close to 18. I have no idea how. Because sometimes you don't even realize he played. But, you know, it's what it is. Sometimes I'm like, did Toby play? Hey, he had 18. Okay.
That's not a good sign if you don't know if he played.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very it's very hard.
Yeah, he's out there having a couple skate.
Boom.
What personal attacks, Bill? What personal attacks? Enough with the personal attacks and keep with the sports homers. Love the comment I read. You guys are becoming everything.
What personal attacks, Bill?
You wouldn't be.
Oh, I said he wasn't raised properly. Bill, I say that to everyone that's not a Philly fan. That's from here.
Personal.
Don't think that was just for you, especially.
Bill's sensitive now. Enjoy your win today, Bill.
I'm on the panel. That was an attack at me too, Bill. Jesus. So, I mean, I didn't say nothing. I just sat here quietly. Like, hey,
yeah.
Here.
I've said it.
2.5 here. two and a half out of myself here. Flyers, Sixers, and half Phillies. Nothing to see here.
I forgot all about that when we pulled the shotgun out.
Yes, pull it out.
I knew it. I was aware of it when I pulled the shotgun out.
It's all good.
Yeah, well, should you in the chat sweeps? Should you just shut your computer down now and woe is me? Like Bill, you're probably rich. You're probably rich because you probably guaranteed the Celtics will win by 6, right? Another win for Bill.
He got him at 5.5.
Yeah,
5 and a hook. 5 and a hook.
He took him last week because he knew they were going to win today.
5 and a hook.
Oh, you fuck!
Had him at 5 and a hook. Got him at 5 and a hook yesterday.
You and Eric said, "Told you guys last weekend this was going to happen." What? Shut up. All right. Then come in my inbox and give me a free pick.
I mean, you can go back and check tape. I said last week they were going to lose. So,
Eric Jacinto, another millionaire. Where's Eric at in the chat? Where's that millionaire at? Never seen guys that never lose. Like, come on. I mean, if you guys never lose, you should have your own services. I mean, ATD will take you if you guys never lose. Come on, Billy. Should be a compliment. All right, fucking Peter Pan.
I can't even hit a bet. I fucking Tennessee was up by $1 million yesterday, and I'm dancing. The next thing I know, they don't cover. How the fuck did they not cover? They're up by 1,000. They're up by 1,000 points at one point.
Oh, you guys never answered the question. Who's the best? We never really answered it. Not that you guys, like us as a whole.
I said I would take Milwaukee.
You take
Milwaukee? We're second.
Okay,
I think we're second.
All right, that's fine. I'm just gauging. Fuck, this tooth fucking still hurts. This is unbelievable.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
I've been trying, Wells. Okay, I've been gutting it out. Every day I get hit in the fucking neck with a baseball, or the head with a baseball when I'm dipping and dodging. Like the one week I can't get hit, I got hit 10 times. Like it's fucking amazing. Like, Sleep Snails, they drop down from the top.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and
they'll drop down from the top of the screen at you sometimes. And then you get pissed at a kid. Like, can you stop popping it up, bud? Like, you know what I mean? Now I might punk you.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to.
I said that. A lot of fucks drop.
Jason Tatum had a decent game. 54 spot. Decent.
Listen, credit to Tatum and Brown for figuring it out together, right? I mean, that was the thing. It looked like they couldn't figure it out together. It looks like Jalen sort of said, "Okay, this is your team. I'll be the second guy," and credit to them because Boston's playing tremendous basketball. So, I like both of those players a lot, even though I hate the Celtics, but we'll still beat them.
I think the Celtics are good, Bill, but I would pick the Sixers over them in a series. I don't know what we said we wouldn't be that we're becoming.
Yeah, I don't know. People get emotional.
I think I lost Tommy. Tommy, you got cut off there, like when you were talking. I don't know if it was just me. Does that happen to you too, Sweeps?
Right there.
When Tommy was talking, he's like he was going in and out. I don't know if what's happening if it's just me. Check my shit over here.
TTP says Harden, JoJo, the best 1-2 punch in the league. No notes. That's a fact. TTP. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I stand by
TTP.
Stand by that. There's other guys with bigger resumes and have done more. I get it in terms of winning, but there ain't the big man. There ain't a big man. I mean, if Joker had
we're only 3 games in. It's been 3 pretty good fucking games.
If Joker had a legitimate star guard with him, then there's the argument. He doesn't.
Jamal Murray was there, but he's not hurt.
He got hurt.
I'm sorry. He's been hurt.
Well, when he was healthy, they went on a run, remember? I think it was the bubble too.
Yeah, he was playing well.
And then he got hurt in the bubble.
Yeah, him and Donovan Mitchell were hitting like 1,000 threes per game in that series.
Donovan Mitchell has the big man, but not a scorer. in Rudy, right? So you almost look at those two and say, well, okay, you have a dominant defensive big man, but you don't have a scoring big man. So you look around, like, right? If you look all around, I mean, nobody has it. Giannis and Milwaukee is the closest thing in terms of 1-2 punches because of Giannis and what he can do inside.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Harden is the difference maker. You know what I mean? As much as we know Joe should be the MVP. I'm just saying in that comparison, what you're talking about, because if you give Joker Harden, then it's them two. You know what I mean? Like, so
It's over.
Obviously, so he's the X factor in that whole little duo talk.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it probably was Harden Durant before he came here.
Yep.
You know what, TTP? I take a lot out of their slow starts. And what I take out of them is their ability to turn it on. Right? Like that Cleveland game is actually really impressive the way it went down.
Yeah.
Because you started off real sluggish. You couldn't make a shot. Cleveland came out 9 for 9 from the field. Right? Kevin Love was making shots from the logo. All right. And you're able to weather the storm and then go beat them by what, 6 or 8, whatever it was. Okay, you're able to do that. That's even more impressive than like a dog fight. You know what I mean? Because you came all the way back.
Yeah, I agree. I was a very impressive win, especially like you said, with how Cleveland started hot as a fucking pistol.
Nick has a question. If Harden stays, do you think they win at least one ring? I say yes. What do you guys think?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean the window's closing, so I mean it's got to be.
I hope to God, Nick. I hope to God. I hope. I mean, I've been calling Harden a fucking loser forever, so I hope he proves me wrong.
Well, so they're gonna get, including this year. They're gonna get. Sorry, this year they'll get 3 legitimate 4 years out of James Harden because of his game, because of his style of play.
Yeah, he's got an old man. He's got an old man game. Absolutely.
So it's not like you're gonna get worried about a guy like losing the legs. Like, he's a great ball handler, right? You never lose that. Okay, you're either a great ball handler or you're not. All right, the way he creates his face, the way he goes to the line.
As long as he fucking maybe he has to pull back on some of the nightlife as he gets older, but as long as he stays in shape, I think he'd be fine. I mean, look around the league. I mean, LeBron, the Lakers stink, but LeBron decent, and he's like 38. He's like our age, fucking, or my age. You guys are old as fuck. Sorry, I forgot that. But my age. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I think you can get 4 more out of James. I would say, like 4 more at a high level.
Ryan, who not with what defense? Not with Harden's defense? I mean, he's not a defensive guy now. So
yeah, I mean, we're guys. When if you guys haven't noticed yet, obviously, well, there's going to be some points scored in our games now. We're going to score points. The other team's going to score points. Going to be some points scored. We get up and down the court more. We're out running more than we were before Harden. And I mean, let's just be honest. We're playing less defense, and we're scoring, and we're better offensively. So there's going to be more points scored, which is fun to watch.
Yeah. And I don't even think he's like, I won't even say he's like a terrible defender.
No, he's okay. He's not good, but he's all right. He's manageable. I feel like he tries, which is all you can really ask for, Some guys don't even try.
Yeah, and you don't have to be, like I said, like if you can score the ball, you can first of all, you can beat anybody. You don't have to be a tremendous defensive team. You just have to get timely stops. I mean,
that's all.
Yeah,
big stops.
That's it. I mean, that's and that's that's it in a nutshell. So I'll take the fact that we can score the fucking basketball with anybody, and we can drop fucking 125 on your head.
And like we were saying, we didn't have that before.
If we need to get a stop, all right, let's get Palmsy. Let's lock all windows and doors. Fucking zoom off. Love you, buddy.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Sweeps. And like we were saying, that's like really before we were better defensively, but we weren't better offensively, and it's always hurt us. So now we have the offense. So it should help us, I would assume. And whatever, maybe we're not as good defensively. Who gives a fuck?
Our offense really suits the half court game that is the postseason.
No, absolutely, because we get to the foul line a ton.
So I mean, you look at that side of it too. And TTP, you're right. I mean, Seth Curry couldn't defend a parked car. And he says, facts, Tommy, even last night without Harden, we were down 21 at one point in the first half, and we're within 5 midway through the fourth. That's crazy impressive, especially against the number 1 seed. Yeah, this basketball team's tough. I mean, they were tough without Harden here. All right. They were a good basketball team. Not a great one, but they were a really good basketball team even before they made this deal. So, you know, I'm not like, you know, I'm not overly worried about defense anymore. We had that conversation for years.
I'm ready for the offensive conversation.
Ryan Swoop, the team behind Harden, Embiid, and Maxey, even if we were going to outscore teams, the defense will still matter. Average defense will matter.
Well, that's where Matisse becomes big in the playoffs. Like we were always saying, you see Matisse's value in the playoffs more than you do in the regular season. As
Right.
Giannis just banged on somebody.
I don't know what this means. If you have to keep outscoring teams every single game, it will catch up to you. Well, I think outscoring is how you win.
Last I checked, score more points, you win. But I mean, I understand what you're saying, Rye. But I think that's where Matisse comes in big is in the playoffs, and you don't see like right now. I think we always say it, Matisse's value in the regular season. You're like fucking Matisse can't shoot, you know. But in the playoffs, you need Matisse's stopping power from the guard spot for sure. You have to.
Greg probably saying Giannis walked on that last bucket.
Yeah, Greg's an idiot. So, what was Greg's? Greg was upset that he doesn't shoot the ball more when he can just when he can run down the lane and dunk on everybody. He doesn't really need to shoot the ball much.
I mean, I totally understand. I totally understand what Ryan's saying. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the whole, you know, the old Phoenix Suns teams, the old fucking, you know, with D'Antonio and with Phoenix Suns with D'Antonio and the Rockets with D'Antonio and Harden. You know, like when you're a complete turnstile and you don't play any defense, then of course you can't expect to score 150 and win all the time. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about 120 to 125, and we still have the capability of getting fucking palmsy. All right, Joe's
and we still play decent. Like Joe's a good back. Yeah, Joe's a good back end defensive
guy
player.
on the back end. All right, fucking, you know, Matisse is a really good defender. You know what I mean? Maxey, is going to slow you down. Like he's getting better. You know, Toby needs to get his hands dirty. You know, Danny Green does nothing else, so he should play a little bit of defense. You know what I mean? So,
I thought actually Toby did a good job on Bam last night.
that's what I think.
You know, so like I'm not crowning Toby defensively, but look, he was getting little hands. He had some strips, right? So
I think Toby's a solid defensive player.
Yeah, like I don't like to your point, Sweeps, like about the D'Antoni teams. Like I don't think this is a turnstile, right? Like I'm not saying it's the best defensive team in basketball, but it's the middle of the pack. Like when you have a first team all defensive center, you're in good shape to start. You're always going to be in good shape when you have a rim protector, always. And now you get a sort of a second rim protector in a way in DeAndre Jordan, not to the level he used to be, right? But a guy can still come in, block a shot. Right? They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. The worst offender is a guy who had 5 steals the other day, and James Harden. I mean, come on. He gets timely steals and stuff like that. He's not even as bad a defender as I thought he was watching him 3 games, right? I'm not saying he's bad.
And I think Maxey is decent too. There might be some big guards that are going to give Maxey some problems, but Maxey's a pretty solid defensive player. He definitely moves his feet well.
I was going to say, when you're that quick, it's about effort. You know what I mean? So, and we know the kid gives it to you. So, I mean, he'll obviously continue to improve on that end.
Ryan, you can score 15 points a night from this bench, and they're winning basketball games. Because you're literally walking into almost 90 just from your starters. So there's 105 essentially. I mean,
we just said our bench sucks. We understand that. So
yeah, well, I mean,
we're not complaining about it. We like to have
our
guys.
bench is our weakest spot, in my opinion, Ron.
Shake Milton and Niang are the most important bench pieces. Shake's got to do what Shake has the ability of doing, and that's being in double figures. There's Landry on cue. Trade the buys.
Shamwell.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a lack of offense at all. You know what I mean? Especially since the Beard got here. I mean, we got to be averaging, like I said, 120, 125 in games he played. You know,
that was nice.
Last night was 82. He didn't play.
Yeah, and a back-to-back. Where we didn't
No,
like we had the worst shooting. We had the worst shooting quarter of the season to start.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure where that. I'm sure that's maybe in some. Maybe he's hearing that. Maybe it's in some other groups. You're not going to hear it here. I don't think we.
Sweeps
You don't think you would hear us say, "Listen, we're really concerned about our offense."
I think our offense is great.
Sweeps. Look at this: 125 versus the Knicks the first game, 123 versus the Knicks the second game, 125 versus the Cavs. So to your point, man.
Yeah, we can score.
You give up 109 to the Cat to the
we can score
108, and then you give up 119 to the Cavs. So I mean, you give up a little too much than you would like in that game. What do we got coming up? We got some good basketball teams coming up here. So we got the Bulls, the Nets, the Magic, the Nuggets, Cavs, Mavericks, Raptors, Heat, Lakers, Clippers, Suns, Bucks, and then you finish off with the.
That's a West Coast trip, right?
Yes.
Are they coming here, or are we going west? With that
You're breaking up a little bit, but we go to the Lakers and we go to the Clippers.
Okay, so we do go west then, yeah.
We only go west.
That's kind of strange. To be honest.
Then we go to the Suns for one, but that's a 6:00 game on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's like the end of the road. So yeah.
And then we finish up at home.
The West Coast trip's going to be it's a tough one.
Then you got Hornets. In April, here's your last few. You got Hornets, Cavs, Pacers, Raptors, Pistons. So we end on you, Don, and we end on Jeremy Grant.
So we end with some crappy teams, which is nice. Pacers are they're whatever. They're not very good. They're okay. Brogdon and Halliburton are pretty good. Besides that, Pacers are eh.
There's plenty of basketball left. Get yourself in that 1 to 3 range, and you're okay. You don't really want to be the 4th or the 5th seed, so get yourself in that top 3, and that's usually a recipe for success come postseason. Jesus. Sorry, I read something. Brandon Jacobs' son is 6'7", 300 pounds at 15 years old. That's fun.
He was a moose. Wow. That is insane.
Brandon Jacobs. Moose knuckle. How about Jordan Davis, man? Whew.
26 years old.
The numbers he put up for his size, wowzer. Yeah. Greg. 26-year-old Jordan Davis. Fucking Milokovic. That son of a bitch.
Well, that's some good Sixers talk. We'll talk a little bit about what's coming up or not coming up in the baseball world, and that is brought to you by FanUp. And FanUp is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NBA contests, and more. Win great prizes. Sign up today. Use promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points. That's a $50 value, and you can find FanUp right on the Apple Store. So go download it and make sure you plug in our promo code A2D and get 5,000 bonus points. That'll get you started. So, boys, are we going to see baseball? And if so, when?
We better. They better get their shit together. I mean, obviously they're going to cancel some games now, but I mean, they better. I don't know, Tom. I don't know. I'm pissed right now as is. How many games are they going to cancel? Like, to me, you got to have a 150 game season, I would hope, which means they got to get a deal done soon.
Yeah, they're just so far apart, and honestly, like part of it's obviously Rob Manfred, the terrible commissioner, but
yeah, I was trying to say that for my Crumb, but I'll go now if you want me to.
No, I mean baseball's my Crumb until they,
Well, my Crumb is actually going to be more specifically Manfred and the owners, because they're trying to spin it that's the players' fault when it's clearly them. And man fraud as he is a piece of shit. laughing as he up there smiling and laughing as he announces that they're canceling games. Like, They're so off base with the fans. It's amazing to me. I fucking hate Rob Manfred. I really do. Manfraud.
Yeah, I think there's a season though. I'm not where Brinks is at. Brinks doesn't think there's gonna be any games played. Like,
yeah, there's gonna be a season. They can't. Absolutely cannot sit the whole season. There's gonna be games played.
I think their next meeting's today, I believe, from what I heard.
I would hope they're only going to cancel like I said, hopefully like 12 games and they play 150, but maybe more. Who knows? Just you got to play at least 120.
Yeah, I can see a deal being done by the end of this week. You would think. You know what I mean?
Hopefully,
if hopefully to get something done.
If it's before, hopefully it's before April. If it's before April, then they can start playing in May. You know what I mean? Get the deal done before April. You do a month of spring training, maybe a condensed spring training to like 25 days or something, and you get going.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame they can't get out of their own way, and we're here.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit because I really want to start watching some Phillies because the Flyers fucking stink, and the Sixers are only on 3 games, 3 days a week. So I'd like to watch some Phillies.
How long do you think? How long do you think it takes? You think they get one done in a week or two, or you think it goes a little longer? Like, do you think there's a chance we have a half of season?
I think the deal will be done before April. I'll say that, but it might be a couple more weeks though.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe another week or two.
Yeah, I'm right where Sweeps is at, like another week or two. So we're all around the same area. They're getting closer, even though they're far away.
That's all I keep saying is they're getting closer. They're getting closer. They're getting closer.
This is on both sides. This is on both sides. I don't have a dog in the fight, right? Like, it's millionaires versus billionaires, and I understand what the players want. Okay, I get it, right? They want to be able to hit free agency sooner, not be under team control as long. Totally understandable, right? But I said this during the COVID lockout per se. Do you want to play baseball or don't you? Like, so meet in the middle somewhere on your end too. I'm not in the negotiation room, right? So I don't know what this the stalemate is, and what's keeping this from getting done. I don't know. I don't have those.
I don't side with management. Okay.
I know I don't.
I'm a worker man. I'm a worker's man. I'm a union guy, and I do not side with management. I'm with the players on this. Fuck management.
I agree. I'm always going to side with the players more. Wealth. I get that. I'm just saying in these kind of situations where now you've canceled some of your season already, right? I put blame on both sides. Now, am I going more 75-25 owners? Absolutely. But there's still some blame to the players in any deal that doesn't get done. Because how much are you willing to meet in the middle, too? Like, you guys had meetings for 5 minutes a month ago. You had 3 different meetings that lasted a total of 15 minutes. That's a fucking disgrace on both sides.
And Rob Brinkman, that's a fucking lie, by the way. People were pulling out. I know that's what the owners are saying. It's a flat out lie. The one dude was saying how he hasn't made any money. They pulled it out. He's made like 60. He's grossed, or whatever that's called. After he's paid everything, he's made like $67 million in the last 3 years. Like, fuck are you talking about? Not making money. $67 million. Is that not enough money? Is that what that is? Like, fucking, I hate
Phillies fan. The whole minor league top pick money is a joke. No, it's not. You get a big signing bonus if you're a first round pick. Like, come on,
you get a really big signing bonus.
Yeah, come on. And you don't make anything in the minors, but your signing bonus gets you through.
Yeah,
Mickey Moniak's a millionaire.
Mickey Moniak's pick, you're a millionaire. Yeah.
Mickey Moniak's a millionaire and he stinks. Okay? So if you're drafted in the first round, you're getting paid.
Absolutely. First rounders get over $1 million now, pretty much.
Listen, I get there's a big drop off from the millionaires in baseball to just the guys on league minimum, right? Per se, or under team control. I get it. They want the arbitration to start a little bit earlier. I'm in agreement there. Okay. I think you could shed 2 years off of the time you're owed, you're owned by. Okay. You get 2 years or a year off of that, sure. But I don't know what the players want. Like, I don't know how many years do you have team control over somebody, guys? Do you know that number? I don't care enough to know.
4?
Is it 4? All right, so players.
Is it 4 or there's like a way that you can make it add a year? I know that.
When you go to arbitration after 4?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I
4.
don't know. Honestly, I think it's 4 though.
Yeah, 4 or 5, and then depending on, you know, who's your agent and what you can get. And
Yeah, I was
nowadays,
gonna say, but this is how life is. Like, this is how it's always been.
you know what I mean? But like, you know, like Pujols played 11 years in St. Louis. You know what I mean? For peanuts. You know what I mean? Because you know that's early on. It was, you know, he was just, you know, I don't know. He was young, and then he was, you know, a superstar, and then they worked it out, whatever, and it was a team friendly deal, and it was what it was. You know what I mean? So nowadays, you see these guys getting locked up earlier. You know what I mean? You know, like
He was on arbitration.
Yeah, like Acuna.
2 years in, they're like, yeah, that's it. We're gonna throw.
Well, you know what? That's also a tactical move now by some of these young guys because they're like, okay, lock me up now. I'll guarantee me making good money, and then I'm getting out of it at like 28, 29 when I should still be able to get another big payday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're a second contract. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, my point that a players and why I'd blame them for 25% of it, maybe only 15%, is somebody sit down and stay in the meeting. So when the meeting,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
We're not seeing eye to eye. We're mad, so we're going to get up and walk out 5 minutes into a meeting. There should be somebody from both sides to say, hold on. No. Everybody come back here for a minute. Let's talk a little bit more. Let's meet in the middle. I'll give you this. You give me that. Right? And if both sides were willing to say, hey, I'll give you this on what you want, you give me that on what I want, hey, we can sort of meet in the middle here, and we got something, and we're going to come to another collective bargaining agreement in 4 more years anyway. So who gives a fuck? You're going to be right down this road again in 4 more years. So who cares? So meet in the middle somewhere. And you know
absolutely, Tom.
You know the problem is? The guys sitting in the meeting are the millionaires, right? So the guys sitting in the meetings are your millionaire ball players. So like now you come on, you care about a guy that's under team control for 40 years? Who cares? He has incentives. So if he's hitting 40 home runs, he's still getting paid. You understand what I'm saying? He's still getting paid. There's incentives in those deals. And then when you go to arbitration, right, you get cash. You get paid. So let's not act like they're under team control for 22 years here. I mean, it's been done this way forever. Yeah,
I mean, listen, I'm right with you, Tommy. To me, like I said, I'm more against management at all points in this. But at some point, you got to sit down and be like, listen, guys, we're missing games and we're hurting the brand. This hurts the brand, just in general. And so we got to end this. Like this has to end. Somebody has to come to the table and say this. And I'm not saying that they're not, because I'm sure there are some guys that are saying this, but like we're hurting the brand right now. We're going to all make less money because of what we're doing right now. Bottom line, because we're going to hurt the brand.
Absolutely. We absolutely are. I mean, they are. But we'll see. I mean, they're my crumb, obviously.
And we still have to like the biggest problem is we still have to sign people. Like there hasn't been any free agency. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I'm still wondering who the Phillies are going to sign. I still got my eye on a couple guys. Fucking shit, man. Like, that's the biggest issue is like, we don't even know who's going to be on the Phillies yet. And we should be fucking 3 weeks into spring training already, right? Or 2 weeks into spring training.
Yep.
It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird signing guys and then it's going to be weird. So they better get it done. They better get it done soon.
Our crumb of the week is, so let me pull up one of my reads here. Crumb of the week is brought to you by Iriah Public Adjusting. Do you have damage to your home or property? We may be able to help. Don't fight your homeowner's insurance alone. Contact Iriah Public Adjusting at 813-564-3364. Good friend Sean Klein does a great job. So if you need anything, reach out. Iriah Public Adjusting. Crumb of the week. Like I said, mine is Major League Baseball until they get a deal done. And my runner-up to crumb of the week is everybody that was like critical of Joel Embiid last night. Like I just can't. I can't. There's so many like talks about body language and laziness and all these things. Like shut the fuck up. Would you rather him sit? Because before he won't even play back-to-backs. So is that what you rather have? You losers, right?
Back-to-back with travel. Everyone looks like shit back-to-back with travel.
And then we went
watch every team in the NFL. Watch every team in the NBA. Seriously. Back-to-back with travel. Just watch them play because they play like shit.
Well, Will, how about this? We win 3 games in a row. The bias wasn't perfect. We did a show last Sunday, me and you, and the Sweeps came on with us, and we watched them be erratic, right, against the Knicks. but we're winning games. And Tyrese Maxey went to another level, and you got people out there just bitching and moaning about Tobias Harris. Like, who gives a fuck? If we were 0-3, then listen, let the dogs off the leash, right? I mean, I'm a big dog off the leash guy. All right, you want to pet the pit bull? Here, let me let him off the leash for a minute, right? I mean, I'm a big dog off the leash in the right situations. This isn't a dog off the leash time. I'll be the first guy to boo Tobias Harris, and I'm not a boo bird. Maybe when I was in my early 20s, I love to get a good boo out, but I don't boo anymore, right? But I'll be the first guy to boo him. I did it in a reel. I booed him. So I mean, what do you fucking people want? All right, we got James Harden. I don't give a fuck about the Milwaukee Bucks. We're the best team in the NBA. All right, I don't give a shit about anybody. I'll play anybody any day. All right, and we're bitching about Tobias scoring 15. Like, okay.
I mean, this is how it is, though, Tom. This is Negadelphia. I'm used to this. And I feel like if it wasn't like this, I would be confused as to where we were. But I do agree that everyone should be happy right now. Everyone should be happy. We should be excited. I'm excited for this week of basketball. And also it's championship week too. So gearing up for March Madness.
Bill, question for you though. You're 100% right, but there's a lot more players than you think that are making $20 million. Like Carlos Santana was making $20 million when he was here. When we signed him, like Jake Arrieta was making.
There's a lot of guys that make a lot of money in baseball, Bill.
It ain't what you think it is. I mean, they are giving out money in Major League Baseball. There's no question in that. All right, the players.
I think Bryce Harper's only like the 16th. I think there's 15 guys that make more money than Bryce Harper now in a year, and he makes 30. I think, right? Or over 30.
A lot of players. I get it. All right, but the big hiccup for the players, the other side of it is Major League Baseball wants 12 teams from each league in the postseason, which is a fucking crock of shit. Okay, and the players don't like that. So there's both sides of things that I don't like either. Like, I think that's stupid. You want to do 6? Fine. Knock it off with the 12. All right, then why are we playing 162 then? No point.
Yeah, first off, why 12? I like the 6. I don't understand the 12. 12 is crazy. 12 total, 6 from each side.
Brian, look at me.
I know. I mean, it's money. Yeah, I know. I understand.
So if you want 12, then play 120 games then, because it doesn't matter to play 162.
Well, you can't do that.
Well, my point is, you can have a team that's a 12 seed that goes and beats the 3 seed in a 1-game play-in. Get the fuck out of here. So what did I play 162 for?
That's nonsense. What
did I play?
I totally agree. I'm in total agreement with the players there. That's nonsense.
That's participation trophy talk, right? Oh, you participate in 162, you make it. The hell out of here. Owners are wrong. Players are wrong. When you don't get deals done and you don't get CBAs done, everybody is to blame. Now, is there more finger point towards the owners? Absolutely. But don't let the players off the hook here either. Like, they aren't getting paid. They're going to fuck off. Getting played penny. They're getting paid plenty.
They're definitely getting paid plenty.
Guys who stink don't get paid. I don't know what to tell people.
Yeah. It's not NBA, but
it's a bad foul by Giannis.
Small guy. We feel guy for the little guy. Well, he stinks. Boo-hoo to you. So you played in the league 8 years. You got a pension that's phenomenal, by the way, because Major League Baseball's pension is better than anybody else's. All right. So know some of the inside outs here. All right. Major League Baseball guys got pensions forever if you played long enough. So either there's an average ball player and you stuck around for 8 years, you're getting taken care of. That ain't happening in the NFL.
No, they do now. NFL does have a pension now, right?
But it's peanuts.
It's not a lot. Well, but I think they started giving them more money because they were all bitching about how bad the NFL treated their retired veterans like shit for years.
Oh, it's almost like the military.
Years.
It's almost like the military, how they treat their vets. You know what I mean? It's like
terrible.
Okay, we'll create a hospital. Nobody gives a fuck about you guys. I mean, it's a disgrace.
Yeah, we'll give you 10% off your health insurance.
Yeah, you got your leg blown off, right? You got your leg blown off.
Get your VA card.
VA card. You got your leg blown off, but we'll give you $1,000 a month. Grow up, all right? Well, you're making $1 billion jets. You get a guy $1,000 a month for serving his country. It's the same thing in NFL. Hey, we'll fucking punch you in the head 10,000 times a year, and here's $500 a month. You'll be all right.
And Goodell makes $44 million a year.
Yeah, straight face. Fucking kidding me, dude. Someone should punch that guy right in the nose.
Like the greatest.
He should be punched in the nose once a day.
Roger Goodell looks like the greatest commissioner of all time compared to Rob Manfred, though.
Yeah,
like the greatest. And Goodell's the worst, but he looks like the greatest compared to him. Somebody should assassinate him.
Man fraud.
Look, is that
fraud? Man fraud. Man fraud.
Is that wrong to say, Wills? Like maybe
no, you're right to say. It's right to say.
Yeah, Bill, you leave the NFL with no brain and you're broke. It's so bad. It's so bad. I shouldn't say that. I mean, the NFL will fucking ban us. They're a big bad wolf. You be careful.
You better watch out. That we'll get banned nice and quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go to work. UPS will be like, your clocking card doesn't work anymore. What happens? We got a call from the NFL. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm done.
I said too far.
They shut me off.
Rob Manfred's going to get killed this week, and people are going to circle back to this clip, and I'm going to be in some hot water.
Honestly, I don't own a gun, but I'm for it.
I don't own a gun, but I'm for it.
Just letting the guys know, I don't own a gun. I'm not Kurt Cobain. I'm not lying. I do not. And then the reason is because I'd be too tempted to use it.
On Rob Manfred.
Plenty of people.
I'll be on the grassy knoll like ding, ding, ding. Watch your emails. Yep. Watch my emails. You know, Goodell will find something on me. You know what I mean? Roger will find something on me, Bill. That's so funny though. You leave the NFL with no brain and you're broke. It's so bad. It's not even funny.
Yeah. And then they kill themselves too. That's the fucking, what is that? The CTE makes you fucking commit suicide. I'm already
invited to the barbecue and the cookout. Come on, Don. I can't get exposed like Gruden. You already invited me to the cookout. Once I'm in, you can't take me off the list. Come on.
Who sends emails anymore anyway? Grow up, Gruden. All these old guys still sending emails. Get over it.
I do for work. Like 18.
I mean, I have an email, but I don't use it all.
But I'm not trashing people through email. You know what I mean? I'm not like writing emails trashing people. Like you know what I mean?
Not leaving the breadcrumbs. You're not leaving breadcrumbs. Like
like we used to write notes in school. Gruden's just writing notes and passing them.
Yeah, Hansel and Gretel, come find me. Get the fuck out of here.
Gruden had a pen pal that got exposed.
You had to know that something was going to happen with Washington. Dan Snyder's a filthy little bitch.
Oh my God. Good ending. I needed a good laugh. This week. Guys, I'm fighting. I know Sweeps is fighting over there. We're both fighting for the people today. That's why, if you haven't hit the like and you haven't hit the subscribe, please do it. I mean, listen, I literally got the jaws of life ripped out of my face on Monday. And when you're talking molar talk, when you're talking two big molars, man, they stick around. It's hard to talk. And then Leonard puts on my head.
This dude's incredible. He's incredible.
She said, "You sound like you got a Jolly Rancher."
He's incredible.
Once she said it sounded like I got a Jolly Rancher in my mouth, I said, "Wait, so I can't ever talk again. I might never do a show again. If I sound like I got a Jolly Rancher the rest of my life." So fighting through, right? I fucking mute can stop. Look at us.
Yeah,
this guy had two teeth pulled a week ago. He's still complaining about it.
Dude,
this fucking guy.
Still in.
This fucking guy.
I should probably just drive on down the road because this is my exact.
Before you drive on down the road, Wells. Okay, you want to talk about what's happened? I had a fucking rodent chew all the wiring in my car.
It's happened in my mom's car a couple years ago. That's why we kill squirrels around here now.
It's unbelievable. Like
it's unbelievable. Yeah, I agree.
I'm all for a rifle now for the squirrels, and I think they're cute. Like, look at the little squirrel. Fuck you. All right. I mean, 1,100. Guy called me and said, "I'm not trying to kill you, Tom. It's a lease. I almost told him just keep the car. It's on you.
Yeah, keep it.
Keep the car. I'll go get another one. All right.
Keep it.
1,100. Frig out of here." So
what did it chew? Did the car even start?
Yeah, it did. So it chewed the headlight all the way down into the traction control, the blind side, like all the blind side stuff. I gotta be
my mom's had no lights. Like none of the lights would work.
Yeah,
my dad chewed all the lights.
Well, so listen, Will, on Tuesday I'm using my dad's car, or Wednesday, whatever day it was, I'm using my dad's car. Sweeps knows I'm leaving baseball, right? And I go to turn his lights on. I'm like, is this real life? His lights aren't working. I get the high beams, nothing. I call him. I said, "Dude, squirrel chew yours too?" He goes, "Yeah, chewed my headlights too." I said, "Are you kidding me? I'm literally stuck in the parking lot. I can't even drive. The fucking flashers don't even work." The flashers didn't even work. Like nothing worked.
That's amazing. You drove the car. He didn't tell you.
No,
by the way, lights don't work.
And I told him earlier in the day, hey, I'm using your car tonight. He goes, oh, all right, yeah, use it up.
That's spectacular. That's a great job by Big T. He probably was like, oh shit, that's right. Lights don't work. Lights don't work.
I just spilled that monster everywhere by throwing it at a bag.
No, I said I was probably should drive one down the road because I know why. Yeah, big fella's not gonna like mine, and that's I'm a realist. I'm a loyal guy, but like the time has come. All right, so my Crumb is Jimmy Boeheim. All right, yesterday was the final straw. That's unacceptable. It's been years. And I'm a Jimmy guy. It's been 40 years, but we're irrelevant pretty much in the ACC. We get once in a while. Whenever we get in the tournament, we create havoc, and I love that. And that makes us excited. All right, but for the most part, we're irrelevant in recruiting. Next year's class is supposed to be pretty good, but I'm tired of hearing that, and I'm tired of playing six guys. That's on you, Jimmy. All right, six guys. That's why mistakes happened at the end of the game yesterday because we're playing six guys with a straight face, dude. Come on. You're the guy.
39 minutes.
39
minutes.
Six guys. It's sad to see. We've been fans all our life. Big Glenbo went there. You grew up. I was 9 years old. I was 9 years old, man. We were fucking the beast of the Big East. All right, and it's time. It's the game is, it's passing you by. And I love the fact you got to, coach your sons and, but it's time to ride off in the sunset, Jimmy.
I think he's not going to go yet either.
Yeah,
but I agree. Probably two more years.
Yeah.
Because he keeps talking about. Well, that's the funniest thing. I'm in full agreement, Sweeps, and it's GMAC, right? He keeps saying that the successor's in place, so it's got to be McNamara, which I'm all for.
Yeah,
Let's go. I love me some GMAC. Let's go. To me, I would do it.
Really? Is that what the plan is? I
think so. I think it's GMAC. So let's go. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it too.
We're hoping that.
Guys, do you think part of the recruiting issue is, and I'm just asking, right? Like even football, right? Because football has not been the same. Now, football is way worse than the basketball, obviously.
We fucking stink at football.
But my question is, you think the location and just the fucking Buffalo, New York, it's fucking crazy.
I mean, yes, that does not help. I agree. But the Carmelo Anthony Center, the training center, is like one of the best in the country. So you would think that would be attractive to players.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's for, but yeah, the weather's definitely it's definitely not beneficial. That's for sure. It definitely don't help us get guys.
I'm saying everybody's a pussy. Like everybody's a pussy. So does that factor in like the little cold nuggets? Cold nuggets.
Oh, I'm sure it does. What's really hurt us this year is that before we were in a lot of tight games, just lost them late. Sweeps. We could have a much better record.
Listen to me, it's tough to, it's tough to, to play that matchup zone, which has been great for fucking 40 years. I love it. We know it gives people's fits, but if you only got six guys, it's tough to play it's tough to play that matchup zone when you don't have bodies to run out there and you don't have length. We can't get fucking rebounds. We get destroyed on the glass. It's embarrassing.
Destroyed on the glass.
It's embarrassing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I just, as a lover, as a huge, as a guy that's been a fan my whole life, and you as well, we want to see the program, not being left in this fucking state. And I'm not saying he's leaving it like that. It's just like, let's fucking fix it. Let's figure it out. It's just time to go. It's time to go.
And he always says, like you just said, well, really excited about the freshman class coming in. Well, he says that right now, and then come January, he's like, well, these guys just aren't ready to play baseball yet. It's like, well, you gotta make your mind up, Jim, because we can't just keep every year we have three guys that play. Buddy doesn't go off the court. He plays 40 minutes every game.
Yep.
Like it's got to affect him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Wills, what's yours? And we'll get out of here. I know
mine is fucking Rob Manfraud. Man fraud. I just can't believe this guy. And he's like giggling and smiling. You're canceling games. You're the laughing stock of sports currently. And you're just having a happy-go-lucky time. If he just put a scowl on his face, I'd be happier. I just fucking hate him. And I think it's a disaster what's happening to baseball. And he might be ruining it.
Agreed.
Fucking disaster.
Hasn't done anything right since he's been there. So absolutely.
Disaster.
Facts. Listen, guys, we appreciate everybody tuning in with us.
Don.
Love you, buddy.
Turn your alerts on. Hit the subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like if you haven't. The best Philly sports talk in the fucking business. Stay with us. All right, you can follow us on every social media platform. We're everywhere you get your podcasts as well. Make sure you're reviewing, right? Downloading, do it all. Every Sunday we are brought to you by our doc, who I got to go. Actually, I'm going to go up and see the doc here soon. Get the little
adjustment.
Yeah, get the sciatic taken care of a little bit. You know what I mean? Clean her up. Let's clean her up. Do some good stretch. So specializedphysicaltherapy.com. And listen, they're in Burlington, Cherry Hill. That's their location. So go check them out. And they're everywhere on all social media platforms too. So Specialized Physical Therapy, our doc, Dr. Paul Vidal. Go check him out. We thank him for supporting us and sponsoring our show every Sunday.
Yeah. Doc's the best.
Doc is the best.
I'm sure he's pumped about the Sixers. We haven't talked to him, but I'm sure he's pumped.
Tristan, you know the deal. Tristan, go back and listen, baby. As soon as we're off of here, it's up on every platform. And if you're on YouTube, which you are, and you're a member, just just rewind, baby. Just rewind. If you're not an ATD member yet, that is right in our description. You become a member, $9.99 a month. You get picks from Nate Moss, Money Pop Podcast, and picks from Willie Vegas, Daily Fantasy. So go check it out. And all our promo codes, right, for all our sponsors are in our description on YouTube. So go use our promo codes, right, at Manscaped, right, Gleason's Bar. What else? FanUp, right, and BetUS. And BetUS, that link is right pinned in our comment section right now.
125% sign-up bonus.
It's a great way to support A2D. You deposit $50 and get 125% sign-up bonus. That helps A2D grow. So everybody out there, I know a lot of you care about us and want us to continue to grow. This is our one step to even bigger, right? I said, BetUS. Tom, what about DraftKings and FanDuel? I said, listen, guys, this is our stepping stone. No disrespect to BetUS, but this is our stepping stone into bigger and better things. And maybe one day down the road, A2D has his own gambling site. Maybe. Thinking about that this morning. I'm a thinker. Who's got the money? Who knows some people, right? You know what I mean? Who knows some people? Because the Score just got one. I
saw that.
Yeah, I mean, hello, McFly, you there? Love to join. But go use our link, and for our A2D link, right in our comment section.
And if anyone's playing daily fantasy, I've been on the NBA kick, so let me know. I'll give you guys every day. Shoot me a message.
And Bailey, N'Kobe Dean or Jordan Davis, I'll take either one of them, Bailey. Great show.
Absolutely, I would love.
Good work, gentlemen.
I would love Jordan Davis. What a monster.
For Greg Milwakovic, who hasn't been with us in 2 weeks, he doesn't watch the Sixers. Brian Wilson, Nick Delgazzo. I'm Tom Arnone. Hit the damn like, hit the subscribe. We love you all. We out of here.